Let's keep it on the right. Okay, I'll just keep it on the left. Okay, so I'll just give you how our teams will be used. So on the left side, you can see all the meetings and everything. And these are the previous teams who have taken the training, and yours is team.
Screen is not presented.
Oh, is it? Sorry for that. Yeah, now,
Yes.
done?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just have it on the right. Okay, now if you see this here, you'll have all the activity, like whatever you mentioned. If you don't have Teams idea, this is where you can get it. Like you can just filter out and you can see if you have any mentions and all. And here in the Teams, this panel, you can see hyper hackers. This is the general information. In this general information, in the files, you can get all the interview preparation, script, and interview questions, developer support interview, what are the questions that are asked, and project resumes, what are the different project resumes that we have. So all these are available already. So if you want to just reuse them, copy the details and create your own resume just by changing them, go ahead and do it. See, our training program, yeah. So our training program is not to just do one or two projects, but the idea will be any project that you have or any project that you add in your resume, you should be able to, like, it can be anything. Irrespective of what you have added, you should be able to tell that that project is being done by you or you have done that project. So that level of experience and expectancy will be given in this course, as well as you can also say that you need to practice in such a way that whatever you write, irrespective of it's your resume or not, you should be able to tell them and we will be able to train it. So no problem in it. Just go ahead and continue with the flow. So this is our project team August 2022. In the files, we will be maintaining one notes, team notes August 2022. So this will be a live notes and this notes will be updated daily. And we will also upload YouTube videos, whatever video that we are creating here, that will be uploaded into YouTube and it will be shared privately and the links will be available over here. So first, welcome everyone. Okay,
Thank you, Vajram.
let's see. So today is day one and date is 8 August August 8 2022. So I will just paste the links also, and I will also show one more thing. I should be able to show it. So all the videos that you see here are for the previous teams and we'll have a playlist. So this playlist is already created for July team, June team, April team. Everyone have their own playlists. So you will have your own playlist. Okay. And this is publicly visible, but the videos will be only available for you. And this is the link, playlist link. Okay. And yep. Okay. So this playlist will be accessible by everyone, but you will have the access to view it. Display as hyperlink. Okay. To view it and to get the details. So today, you tell me what do you think are the basics? I know that UiPath Studio and UiPath Orchestrator, UiPath
UiPath.
Robot. What else do you think are basics for UiPath? See, you are deciding the basics in the course. I am not deciding it. Okay, tell me. And please be realistic. Don't bring in document understanding AI fabric and tell that these are basics.
Variables,
Rotate
arguments,
to
So that will come
separate.
under variables, arguments. Okay,
String
wo-
manipulations.
workflows,
string
sequ-
manipulations,
sequences,
workflows.
state machine.
Okay,
Attended,
Are you
unattended
finished?
bots.
so just a
Okay,
second.
attended.
Let's complete one by one. So in workflows we have sequences. Okay, and the
Flowchart,
flowcharts
state
and
machine.
state machine. Yeah. Okay. Next, someone is saying something else. What is that?
Attended, unattended bots.
Attended, unattended bots.
Selectors.
Okay. Sorry.
Selectors.
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 Okay. And
Are you framework?
RE framework. Not into basics. Maybe in day two or on day two, we'll cover RE framework. Day two or day three.
Try catch exception handling.
Main XML,
Okay. Okay. Got it. So here in the workflows, so exception handling. So here we have try, catch, rethrow. So try and catch is a single activity. Rethrow, throw, then
Terminate workflow.
sorry,
Terminate workflow.
terminate. Okay, then
PDF, Excel automations.
and again you are going into activities now. Activities, and that comes into Studio only, right?
Yeah.
Log message.
PDF,
Email,
emails. Okay, Excel activities.
Excel.
Then text activities, text files, writing text file, text activities. Okay, then
data status,
UI activities.
data
UI.
scraping. Okay, we'll go
Data
with data scraping. Then
screen scraping,
screen scraping,
Record.
screen scraping. Screen scraping is
Recording.
recordings. Okay, recordings. So we'll be going with new versions of UiPath because see 2021 it's already completed. We will see both. We'll try to see both. But normally web recording, desktop, image based recording. That's it, right? Three recorders. And you missed some important thing. That
Citrix.
is Citrix recording. We cannot do Citrix recording. Image automation comes.
Okay.
Okay. Now you also need to decide few things. Okay. So within 1 week of time that you are giving or that we are discussing, how much time do you need to concentrate on basics? How much time do you need to concentrate on advanced concepts? Okay. So UI Explorer. So here we have selectors, right? In these selectors, where is selectors? Selectors. Did I add selectors somewhere?
No.
yes,
Recordings.
1.111,
There is.
1 point.
1.1.11, selectors added,
1.1.11. Yeah, selectors. So in these selectors, we will have static, dynamic,
Dynamic.
um, wildcards, and And what else?
Partial full selector.
Okay, partial selectors,
Full.
full selectors. Okay, next.
Log message.
Logs. Okay. Excuse me. There are multiple logs types: fatal, error, info, warning.
Warn.
One.
What else?
Trace.
Trace
Trace.
and
Verbose something is there, right?
sorry,
Verbose. Verbose.
log levels,
VRB.
verbose.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Next.
We also have step in, step out, debug,
Step
simulates.
into, okay, debugging concepts. Got it.
Debugging.
Yeah.
So if you observe, I will tell you. Step into, step out,
Step over.
step over, focus. Yes. And
Breakpoints.
Breakpoints.
breakpoints. So breakpoints.
Stop.
Stop. What is stop?
Should stop.
Should stop activity. That will come in the orchestrator. Should stop, and this comes under jobs. Okay. Next. Go ahead. There are multiple things, and you are asking only few. Come on.
So in activities,
Yeah,
we
automation
cover
activity.
database activities.
Database activities we cannot cover because I will tell you how to do that, but we cannot cover. But I will add. It will go with Studio. Database activities. Okay. So this will
Yes.
be like read, write, update. So there are two activities. First one is database. We have few activities. Just let me just check it. UiPath. Do you know any other activities? There should be something called stored procedure. Stored
I think I
procedure.
just know connect, execute query, execute non query.
Yeah. This is important. Connect,
Manage packages.
execute, query. So this is important. Read, write, update is not required because that are database things. These are the activities. Execute non-query.
Yes.
Disconnect. Disconnect session. Okay. Next. Yes, someone is saying something.
Manage packages.
Managing packages. Okay.
Version controls.
Version control. We'll take it in the third week. That is for when we are going with week two. So that will be, we'll have day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8. So we'll have altogether 20 sessions. Day 9, day 10, day 11. So version control will be covered in day 4 or 5.
No.
GitHub. Okay. Next.
Classic or modern design. Like
Classic design and modern design. Okay. Classic designs. I will just add design and I will add both. Then
Property panel.
good. Property panel. Okay.
Then probably if basics of queues in orchestrator.
Basics of queues. We'll be doing everything with queues, buddy.
Okay.
Queues. Okay. Queues goes into orchestrator.
Triggers.
Triggers. Okay. Then
Process.
sorry.
Process.
Process. Jobs. Then
Assets.
Storage bucket.
I didn't get the last one.
Storage bucket.
storage bucket.
Storage bucket. Hey, storage buckets I will not cover. Yesterday it's covered. Okay, fine. It's boring. Okay, then you have 5 more minutes to give out the basics you want. Anyone laughing? I just want you to turn on your videos, but I understand it's 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay, fine. Yeah. Start job. Connect to orchestrator. Anyone in the team who don't have UiPath installed in their machines? Thank you so much.
So I
What?
actually I have it, but it probably a older version.
Thank God, because
Yeah.
I have previous teams who didn't have UiPath installed, so we cannot cover that one, right? This is advanced project training. Okay, so go ahead and update the update the UiPath Studio. Okay, so here we'll discuss on orchestrator. So our orchestrator will be cloud.uipath.com, and we will also discuss on forum, UiPath forum. Okay, and there are multiple YouTube links available, but I will tell you one thing. See, there is content available everywhere, but if you are not guided properly, you will be ended up or you will be in mid of ocean, don't know which direction to flow or which direction you should move. So for this 20 days or for this 30 days, 20 working days, concentrate only on what I suggest you to do, and if you are doing that, your time will not be sufficient. First thing is, so don't think that in free time what should I do. Your time will not be sufficient because we'll be doing a lot of things. How many of you have completed UiPath Academy courses?
I
Unmute.
completed the course Vajrang, but not in the academy. Like I took it from the institute.
Okay,
But academy also I am doing it. Last 4 modules are pending,
can you
I
tell me
think.
what's covered in your institute and how much did they charge you?
All these are covered actually.
Okay, then why are you asking me again?
No, I want project experience, not basics much.
Okay,
I just want to know about the complete project experience.
got it. See, don't worry, these will be covered within day or two, not more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go with the courses. So you should continue follow continue and follow whatever I tell you. So most of it, like this is a structured plan, okay? But I'll be telling you so here you cannot get a project exposure. So I'll be telling you on projects, but basics you need to start working on this, even though you know it. Okay, so I'll just give you a few important courses. So learning by role, we'll go with advanced developer. We'll go with developer, UiPath advanced developers foundation. Okay, build your first process variables. Yes, 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 yes. So all this is available for you. Come on, you should be kidding me. Developer foundation. Share. Get shareable link. So within the first week, while we are completing the basics, you should also complete this one. How many of you have completed client security hash and yearly report generation? Please speak.
What is that actually? I'm first time hearing it.
Okay, thank God. So that's nothing. You can go ahead. It's nothing. UiPath Advanced Developer Foundation. Foundation. Okay. So on day 2, we'll be covering this. On day 3, so we need to start with projects, right? So that will be from day 6. So this will be on project development lifecycle. Okay, we'll start with all the steps of product development lifecycle. We'll start with it, and we'll just plan. Okay, and go with academy and start with this course. So this must be completed by end of this week, or both should be completed ideally, but you can just skip forward or do all the activities and try to complete it. So here UiPath forum, let's go to UiPath forum. How many of you use UiPath forum? How many of you use it?
Sometimes to check when we have doubts and when we search it right. So sometimes I used it.
Make it regular practice to post any question, any query that you have in forum first. Okay, so just go ahead and post it, irrespective of you need it, you don't need it, or you can get it in the session, you cannot get it in the session. Go ahead and post it. And the most important thing, daily post what you have completed learning in your LinkedIn. I hope everyone have LinkedIn profiles. Is it right or not?
Yes.
The reason that I'm telling you is across all the teams that I have covered so far, like I have been working with all the multiple teams for around 1.2 months, 1 year, 2 months, and people who are active on social media are placed faster. Okay, the main reason is, see, you how people will get to know that you know something, or how people will get to know you are an active participant, and how people will get to know that you know the code, or you can say the subject, as well as you are open to talk to new members. So these two things will help you to get more exposure and get more contacts. Okay, let's assume that someone from you can say, like, I just got a message in the morning requesting for a RPA developer. Okay, if I see people who are constantly posting on a particular like UiPath, I can get, okay, Vajrang training, you can go to him, or if there is any solution requirement, you can go to him. So until and unless I post something online, you will never be able to understand what am I doing. Is it right or not? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, so posting is the best, important, and whatever it is, maybe you can just copy this particular notes and just copy this. Today I have completed these activities. Okay, and then post it. So there is nothing wrong in it and posting. Okay, or if you think that this is too small, how will others know if I know these activities or not? Then what you can do is go to UiPath Docs. Okay, documentation portal. So you're searching for, so this is UiPath documentation portal. So this is UiPath Docs. So this is also important link. Okay. Uh, UiPath Docs. Okay. Now, if you find that, okay, just giving these will not help me, so just go ahead and copy this one and paste it. Okay, there is step into that will be available. Okay, just copy and paste this one, no problem, and paste it in this post. Why? It's not because you just need to post something, it's because you're posting the content so that others can see that you are working on something that is related to others, or something that is related to job, or something that is related to code. Okay, so irrespective of if I get likes on it, if I don't get likes on it, just go ahead and tag some people as well. If you find some MVPs, go ahead and tag them. You must utilize each and every resource that's available online. UiPath at UiPath Anders Jensen. Okay, he's very active on. He have around 30,000. Oh shit. Anders Jensen. He has around 30,000 YouTube followers. He grown like on fire. And Vibor. So he is a community manager, and if you are into one particular location, just go ahead and post. So the thing why am I tagging people is, when I tag people, there will be more interactions and there will be more members seeing my post. Okay, so don't think that okay, there will be only one person or two person seeing my post. Make it a habit. Maybe one day you will create your own post. Understood? Yes, no?
Yes.
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 Okay, so I'm not sure how many of you are doing this. If you're not doing this, these things you are missing. Okay. Now we completed around 40 minutes of our session. Let's see how quickly we can complete the code or the task. See, here you will not only learn about subject, but you will also learn about how to work in an environment, though you are an RPA developer. Okay, how a advanced RPA developer behaves. What are the activities that he does, or what does he do, and if you are a solution architect, or what exactly is a solution architect role, how is it different from RPA developer role? So all these things you will get to know. Okay, because if you are going into an organization, you cannot go to a business analyst and you cannot say that okay, I have a issue with this code, can you please help me? Is that a correct communication medium? Is business analyst is the correct person who need to solve that for you?
No.
No.
No. So who is that? Either your next team member, or your tech lead, or your um, anyone who is technically expert in that. But if there is a requirement issue, for example, there is a PDD or any document that's available, but the document has some issues, or there are requirement gaps. Now, whom will you ask? Will you ask your next team member or team lead?
Business analyst.
No.
Business
Business
analyst.
analyst.
Exactly. So that difference you should know. Okay. Well, this is the first day, so things will be cleared out. Okay, so variables, arguments, string manipulations. We'll take string manipulations at the end because that will be like a vast topic. And by the way, I have also created one playlist. Sorry, I'll just give you this one. So playlist UiPath 0 to hero. UiPath APIs. So we'll be working on APIs and we'll be covering this playlist in the APIs. So this will be covered in week 4, I guess. APIs will be covered in week 4. It will be in the 15th day, day 15. APIs. So I'm just giving you a gist of when things will be covered and be ready for the next sessions. Okay. Playlists and where is this? UiPath 0 to hero, UiPath rocks, UiPath RE framework, dashboard. Where are my playlists? 1 to 10, 30. Yeah, UiPath forms, UiPath interview, mock interviews. If you are going for mock interviews, you can see this. Live tech talks. Yes. Uh-huh. Just a second, please. Yes, UiPath job trainings. Okay. I'm giving you all these links. So go ahead and use them. Not sure till now if you have used it or not. Okay. There should be only one goal for you, irrespective of what you're doing, what your current role is. Have one target in your mind. Within next 30 days, I should be called as an RPA developer, or I should be called as a senior RPA developer, or I should be called as a solution architect within RPA space. I may be from non-tech background, I may be from technical background, I am a RPA developer earlier, or I may be a ASP.NET developer earlier. So your target after completing this course should be that you should land up in a RPA anything. It can be a BA, it can be a tester, it can be support with very good packages. Okay, so that is the goal. Take this document as your go-to, like, okay, what's completed, what's not completed. So if there is something that's not completed, I'll be adding it up.
Project, can we add PDD and XDD?
PDD and SDD will be covered, buddy. That's in week development lifecycle, where this goes. Those are not,
Prepare RPA.
sorry,
These two things goes in pre RP prepare RPA life cycle, right?
that is a part
The
of
life
life
cycle of RPA.
That's a part of life cycle. Okay. Documentation and all you will get to understand, but first let's go ahead and see this. Okay, so what I'll do is I will create a new process, and this is team August team. um, 2022. Okay, so I have a GitHub. So most of you might have seen I will be posting most of the things in GitHub. Okay, so from day one till date end, we'll be adding each and everything in GitHub. Show in Explorer. So if you already know how to use it, go ahead and use it. But if you don't know, just go ahead and add the details. So this is my folder Vajrang. Okay. And in this, let's add a new folder. I'm just trying to give you the idea. The first day, too many things will be available for you to consume, but we'll be doing it on a daily basis. Every day we'll do it. So within a day or two, you will get to easily understand. Uh, August 2022. Okay. I think there is already a folder. Supply change management as is and to be. Okay, and let's just delete this one. Yeah. So every detail will be available in this particular place. You can just use it if you already have access. It's free again, like it's available for everyone. But until and unless you see the videos and you work with this particular nodes, you will not be able to understand anything, though you have the code. Okay. So let it load. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and see what's updating here. So we have this, and we'll add new folders. Week 1. And in this folder, let's add, okay, we'll add all the details, or day 1 folder, day 2 folder, new folder, day 2, day 1, sorry. So this is the project structure I follow, and code. I think this is through error. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is updated, and let's refresh. Okay, so on the environment side, you can see all the variables here. Like I'll tell you what are variables and how to use variables, but just understand that any variable that you create, it will be in the variables panel. Arguments will be in arguments panel, and imports is libraries. Imports are libraries. You can ignore it for now. Now let's go with some basics. You can just go ahead, refresh week 1, day 1, add sequence. Right now we'll start from sequence. There is also something called workflow. What is it? And this is new again. Workflow was not available earlier. So okay, you can just select what type of sequence it is. Okay, so this is variables. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, now see, I just add an assign statement, and this assign statement is to allocate some message or some value to a particular key. For example, I have something called age. Okay, so age is a variable name, str or int age. Okay, I'm going to assign it to 25. Now we are getting an error here. Why?
It is an
Variable
integer.
type.
Okay, so if you can see, variables default type of variable is string. Okay, so whatever I have given now, this is an integer, right? So any numbers, you need to take it without decimals as integer. So the variable type should be changed to integer. Okay, in the same way, there are multiple types of variables. Boolean, so I'll just add it like this. There are types of variables. Okay, that is int, string, boolean, and what else?
Double.
Double.
Arrays,
Generic.
Sorry,
arrays.
arrays.
Generic.
So here you are telling this as collections, collection array, collection items.
Dictionary.
So collections can contain more than one value. Array, dictionary,
List.
list, and Ienumerable. Ienumerable is also a collection of data type. Okay. Now all these are primary types, or you can say these are the smallest primitive data types. So all this called primitive. Let's see what are primitive data types. I may take new words, but let's see. Okay. So if you can see, all these are like, these are the smallest things, like it cannot be subdivided further. Okay. So all these are byte, short, int, long. These all are primary data types. And this is collection data type. Okay. Now just see, and more. We can add more, but for now, let's just understand this. So int, what is it used for?
Numbers.
Numbers without?
Decimals.
Decimals.
Okay. Next, string.
Text. To store
Uh,
some text.
collection of characters or group of characters. Right. Boolean value.
True or
False.
true and
False.
false.
True, false. Double.
Including
Decimals.
numbers, including decimals.
Decimals. Numbers. Okay. Now array. What is array? Collection of single data type or single type of
Size is fixed.
yeah. Array is collection of
Collection of same data.
single data type or same type of data, but size is fixed. Okay, you cannot change the size of it. Okay, now dictionary.
Key value pair.
Collection of key value pairs. Okay, and list.
Collection of same type of items,
size
but
is selected.
size can be, we can change the size.
Like more data can be added, more data can be deleted. Like I can add the information and I can also delete.
Yeah.
Okay, Ienumerable is also a type. It's a collection of multiple uh, like collection, but it's having separate properties. Type of. So when you are giving type of, it means that it can be a string or it can be an integer, it can be a object. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how many of you know, every data type will come under single data type. What is it called as?
Generic.
No, it's object. Okay.
Object is for that
Object,
dictionary, right?
no, object is base of each and every data type. So you can say that an integer is a object, a string is an object, Boolean is also an object. Okay, but again, this is like a generic type. It cannot have properties, but integer have its own properties, string have its own properties. So if you can see object data type in C sharp. Okay, so this is ultimate base class for all the types in C sharp. So any type, this is the base for it. Okay, so not sure how many of you know it, but everything will fall under an object. Okay, done. Now why should we add variables? If we want to, if we are trying to add this value at multiple instances, so why do we need to use variables? If we need to use a value at multiple instances, we can add it to variable and refer it at multiple locations. If I want to change the value at one shot, it can be done with variable. But if we don't add variables, for example, I just added like log message, I will just add 5 log messages to just give you an understanding. Log message CVVVV. Maybe I'm using this log message at different locations, not continuously. I will just add 25 at, okay, I'll just remove everything. It will just waste my time. So I will just add 23. So this is my log message and I will add paste. Okay, now I save it and I will run it. So what is the expected result?
23, 23, 23.
So this is my expected result and this is coming in correct. Okay, now only thing that I'm doing is if I want to change this 23, okay, now I have a business requirement. I don't want 23. Now business asked me to add 25. Now should I go into each and every item to get 25 out of the log? Yes or no?
No.
Yeah, you need to manually change it.
Manually change it. Okay. Now let's go ahead and run it. Now still there are 3 places that are missing, though I thought I changed at all the places. Okay. Now let's use int age everywhere. So when I am adding it to one location and if I am referencing it at multiple places, so how many places do I need to go ahead and update?
One place.
And will I miss any location? Like let's say that my client is, so there is a saying in organization, client is always right. So if clients wants this as 30, he wants it as 30. Don't further take it too long. Just change it. Okay, change it 28. Now will everywhere will it be changed or not?
Yes.
Okay, now these are variables. Okay, the thing that you need to understand is variables can be used only inside a workflow. Can be used only inside one workflow. You cannot send or um, reference data to multiple files. Okay, now let's go ahead and see with this one. I have variables here. I have add workflow and I will add this as, okay, I'll just add flowchart now. So I'm covering multiple topics at the same time. See, till now we covered sequence. Sequence is a collection of activities. Okay, flowchart. Now in this flowchart, what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and give a message and I will just go ahead and paste it. So I'll just go ahead and give a log message over here, activities, Control Alt F, yeah, log message. So this, where is this log message? Sorry, what is shortcut for this one? Okay, log message or write line. So in this log message, so what is the difference between log message and write line, by the way?
Right line, it will show only in output panel. log message, it will show in output as well as in orchestrator also it will log the messages.
Okay, correct. We have somewhere logging, right? Where is it? Logs. Yeah. So logs, there is also one more activity called, I'll just add one more activity here. Write line. Okay. So this is used to view info in output panel. Data will not be stored in logs. Okay. And will not be sent to orchestrator. Okay. Well, logs is on a different condition. Data will be stored in log files. Okay. And data also will be sent to orchestrator, used for debugging and error handling. Okay, so now will you use write line multiple times? In production, we will not use write line. In enterprise, we will not use this activity because we will not get info, right? Using write line activity, it will not be stored somewhere. Then why should we store only in the output? Not required. And will be used only to help with development. Okay, so well, what I tell all my developers, if you want to write a log message, write it. Sorry, write a use a write line, use it. But if you are going to the next review, then it will not be moved further. Like write messages will not be considered. You need to remove each and everything. Okay, so let's try to use write message. Write line, write line activity. So this will write as a new line. So in this write line, what I'll take is I will just take age. Okay, now here we have variable called int age, right? Let's go ahead and use int age. Okay, so why is it throwing an error? Int age, we have already created it in variables, right? Why is it not coming to this particular place?
Because that's a separate workflow, different workflow.
Exactly. So this and this workflows have nothing in common or nothing, no connection. Both are two identical or two different flows. And if I want to use this particular int, what I need to do is I need to take as an in argument, in underscore int age. Okay. And now I can use it in underscore int age. Now, if I run this one, will it work?
No.
No.
Why?
From
We
there
need to
we are going
marry
to give
it.
an out.
So this arguments can be initialized or we can assign value only when we invoke workflows. I'm just deleting this one. Is it okay? Just log messages I'll delete. Okay, now let's go ahead and do it. So until and unless you invoke this one, you will not be able to assign a value to it. Maybe you can just, this is a global variable. So arguments are called as global variables, by the way. Okay, variables are local variables, arguments are global variables. Like this will not be, or you can say that if you go and say that this is a global variable, then he may not accept it, but don't tell it if he is not accepting. Not everyone will have brain. Sometimes they behave like me and they will say that, okay, I will not accept. That's fine. So you can say that these are arguments, and arguments are of how many types?
Two,
Three.
three.
Okay, let's take arguments used to send and get info across workflows. So arguments are the only way how you can get data from a different workflow. And there are two types, or you can say three types. First one is in, second one is out, third one is in
No.
out, and the last one is attribute or argument, in out, property. So property, um, you will be understood. This is important topic only when you are doing big projects. Like with small projects, you will not be able to have that understanding. So let's leave it for now. In argument, to get data into workflow, and out to send data out of workflow. Okay, in out to send, to get and send data to workflow. So let's see all these three things within next 5 minutes and we'll close it for today. Okay, so today we have also completed sequences. This is collection of activities, UiPath activities. Flowcharts will have three things. Flowchart, like flowchart container, decision, and there are only three activities in flowchart. Flowchart, yeah, invoke workflow file, flowchart, yeah, flow decision and flow switch. Okay, you cannot use flow decision and flow switch outside flowchart container. You can use it only within this one. I'll tell you an example and I'll show you. For example, if I add decision block over here, it's not allowing me. If I add flow switch here, it's not allowing me. But if I add flowchart as a container, I can add these within the container. So if I go back and let's go ahead and try to add it. Decision, I can do that. Switch, I can do that. I can also add sequence. I can do anything, but these two will not be available outside flowchart. Now int age, I'll coming back, argument, int age, I need to assign this particular value in int age. Okay, save. Now why is it throwing an error? Why?
You haven't deleted variable from
Right.
No.
variables.
If you see
Right.
here, strict disallows implicit conversion from integer to string. This int age is integer and we are asking for a string. So you can just use toString to convert it to a string. Now we'll not have error. Okay. Now if I run this flow, arguments flowchart also will be executed. Why?
Because we have invoked it.
So we have asked the studio, after assigning the value, just go ahead and run this flow as well. Okay. I'll just see with the output. So 28 is the log message where we have 28. So from flowchart to flowchart, I'll just add concatenate this. So this is called concatenation, adding string with multiple values using plus symbol. So this is my log. So in the interest of time and to understand it better, I'll just add this one as well. So log from variables file. Not sure what happened to my typing capabilities. Plus int age. Okay, int age dot toString. Okay, now so there are two messages that will come into output panel. Can you tell me what are those? So if you go ahead and see in the output, so everything, so this is verbose. Okay, So whatever you're seeing now is verbose. Okay. But if you go with logs, log will be different from write line. So if you go with log, I'll just add one more log over here. You will get to see the difference. Log message, working with log message, activity properties, log level, working with log message, and I will just add plus in underscore intage. Let's run this. Let's see what is the difference between log and write line. Why am I telling that this is verbose? So if you go to output, can you see log from variable? This is variable from here in argument to flowchart. So this is the log from here, write line, and output working with log message. Can you see clearly that the color is different from write line and log? This is a bit gray and this is darker in color. Can you see it or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have color codes as well to understand it. So in logs, we'll just try to cover it because we'll be able to cover. So these are the levels of logs: trace, info, warning, error, and fatal. Okay, so these are the levels. The highest is fatal and the least is trace. Trace is just to show it at a log level. So when I add trace, this will be again in the same black color. It will not be on a darker black. Can you see it? Output, log message, writing log message. Where is this? Argument, write line, working with log message. So this comes under same color if you are adding it to trace. If you add it to warning and if you run it, let's see this output. Where is my output? So this will come on a different color like orange or maroon color. If I add this to error or error, it will be in red color. Okay, if I change this to fatal, it will be in different color. So these all are color codes, but moreover, these all are levels of logs. Again, fatal is not showing me or it's going back with the same lighter black color. Okay, so we'll see when to use what. Now, can I take just 2 more minutes? We'll complete out argument and in out.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let's take out argument age. So let's take out argument and now we will assign age to it. Activities, assign, and if you observe properly, out argument will not have a default value. Default value not supported. For example, if I want to run stating that this is 28, I can just give it as 28 value and I can run this flow. Okay, but out argument you cannot give a default value because you're sending the value outside, right? So default value, you cannot give it as an input item. So this is the input value that you're giving. So age, you're giving out age, and out age is in age plus your age is. Your age is. So I'm just writing the value. That's it, nothing else. So out, what am I doing? I'm concatenating number or that value with age. And I will just add a log message again. And this goes in the next. And this log message properties, in the properties panel, you can see all the values. And this I will give it as error. And let's see what is the in age is okay. Out age. Okay. Now if I save it and if I run it, what is the expected value? What is the expected outcome? Here this is in argument with 28. See this one. in argument is 28, working with log message. So this is the log message, and this is my log message with error, age, your age. So out age is the argument that you're sending it outside the workflow. So if I just go ahead and so variables arguments, if you are adding something new, so this one you will get, this is orange, it means that something is updated. You can just import it to see the value. So Control K, updated age, and this is string. Okay, let's add a log message or message box over here. Okay, now what am I doing? I am giving it as actual value is just add plus in underscore or int age plus VB new line plus, so this is long concatenation, output value, out argument go out argument value, plus I need to assign the value, right? Out argument. So whatever the value I got over here, this is updated age, so I just need to give it over here, updated age. So this one it's throwing an error. Why? Can you please tell?
We have not created variable.
No, that's not correct. See, read the errors. When you read the errors, then you can get the value. String cannot be converted to double. Like this is an integer, right?
Correct.
Integer cannot be
To
added to,
string.
yes. So
To
start
string.
reading the errors. Don't just write it, start reading the errors. Run file. Okay, the actual value is 28. Out argument value is this one. So one thing, okay, now that I have used this one, what if I don't want to use a separate item? I just want to use this same item and I need to use, if I want to get the information and send it back with an updated value, I can use in-out and this becomes IO. So these are the naming conventions, IO int age, and this is of type integer. Why? Because if you add it as a string, see, you cannot assign the value to it, int age. So this value cannot be changed. If it is two different arguments, it can have two different types. But if it is single IO, you cannot change it. So what I'll do is I will just add it, save it, and I'll just go ahead and add dot toString at each and every place. So just go ahead, properties. Yep. So once I change it in the arguments panel, everything will be changed. So IO int age. So what I'll do is I will add IO int age plus 5. Okay, I'll just increment the value. And the log message also will see properties IO age dot toString. Okay. Now let's go ahead to variables and import arguments int age we got, and here out updated age is wrong, so we will go ahead and give out int age dot toString. Okay, see here I'm giving same value twice, but let's see what is the difference that we'll get. Run file. So did the value changed or not? We actually initialized it what?
28.
Why is it coming as to 33
We have added plus 5.
inside the other workflow?
Other one. Yeah.
Okay, so if you have changed it, that will be replicated in the next reference value as well. So that's it. So what we have completed, let's go ahead and see. This will be very fast. Okay, so you need to practice also. So No need to practice what am I telling, but practice from here, foundation. Okay, because what I am telling is like simple things in to get data workflow. So this is completed. So whatever is completed, we'll just mark it as green or some different color. So let's mark it. Studio variables completed. Are you good with variables now?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Arguments.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, let's change this color to a bit grayish color. This is good. I like this color. So this property I'll tell later. Workflow sequences completed. Flowchart
Yes.
completed. Okay. Now in logs, okay, we
Utilized.
have completed some details, but let it be. We'll see in detail more. Maybe we'll just have that in next activities. Modern folders, classic folders. Okay. So we have covered very good. This is a good progress, everyone. So will you
Vajrang,
post?
uh,
Yeah, yeah,
one in logs, right? We have one more thing called add log field something.
yeah,
Add log fields.
yes.
Tomorrow or whenever you are dealing with logs, please explain that as well once.
Okay. See, these are the log fields. If you double click on something.
Okay.
Okay. So if I add log field, so these are used for key value pairs. Add log field. See, after completing this one, like right line. See, this is my right line, right? Let's just see
Mm.
both what happens after the log and before the log. So add log fields, and here I'll just give properties collection, um, new log field, and this is now.toString. So I'm just giving it because of my business requirement. I will just give it like for each and every log I need to have this value. So when I debug it, okay, so this is done. Now see here, when did we add log fields? After the right line, right?
Yeah.
So if you double click on this one, add log fields, where is right line? So this is my right line executing, add log fields is executing. Till here, okay, there are different values, but do you see something called add log fields in this? There are different properties though. You don't see it, right? But after
Mm.
Mm.
adding the log field, let's just see. Can you see this one?
Yeah, new log field. Mm.
So from here, each and every log value will have that value.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is used for analytics purpose, or you can say like, okay, for a process, I gave a process name. I just want the process value of it. Like I need to filter all the logs with that particular log field. I can do that.
Oh, okay. That name, do we need to create it as variable or we can directly give it that new log, something you gave, right? And a name.
It can be your name also.
Okay, so we can directly give that. It's
Yeah,
not a variable as such, right?
no,
This name.
yeah, this can be
Okay,
your name also.
okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Vajra. Yeah.
yes. Questions? I'm interested to answer questions. I will never say no. Go ahead.
Vajran, can you highlight on verbose? Like, why do we use verbose?
You don't need verbose for now. Leave it. I will frankly tell, I will concentrate on what's important for you. Because if you there is I am able to learn it for around last 7 years. I cannot cover each and everything, right? And that's not also important for you in the interview. Just go with the trace levels and all. Okay. But to answer your question, in verbose, you will also see activity start and activity ended. So here you can see this one, right? Variables executing, SN closed. variables executing, write line executing, write line closed. So this is verbose level. Executing started, what happened, execution ended. Everything is called as verbose. We'll see. There are more days. This is only the first day. You have too much to consume on day one. Okay, how did you feel the session? Is it boring or is it too fast?
It's good, Vajrang.
Yeah.
For me, it's good.
What about
It's
others?
good. It's good.
It's good, Vajra.
Yeah, if I go with the same speed to a basic or someone who is new, he will scold me like anything. I know that, but for you, this speed must be maintained. Be habituated to that speed.
Yeah.
Okay, because and also we covered all the last topics within last 20 minutes, I guess. Not even 1 hour. Yeah. So be ready to go for a roller coaster ride, and all the best, everyone.
Thank
And
you.
by the way, post right now, post it. Open your LinkedIn, post whatever it is. You can just take a screenshot of it and post it. I don't mind. Do it now. Do it now. Start implementing from today. This is the day.
Okay, we'll post it.
Okay. Shall I close or can I have that confidence on you?
Yes,
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
We'll tag
Vajrang,
you.
next session is on Monday or tomorrow?
Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Yep. By the way, meanwhile, from by Monday, I need to have that session, the training completed. Which one? I'll give you in
Developer
the
Foundation.
developer foundation. I need to have this completed by each and every one of you.
Yes.
Okay. I will not repeat. And if you see, feedback directly came from your peers, and most of you are available yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yes,
If,
yes, I guess.
yes.
Yes.
If you don't practice what am I telling, you will be in a soup. Don't be in that. Do it. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Right. Thank you.